evening and welcome to the special edition where we are unveiling the nominees for the Diamond TV Personality of the Year Awards, which are happening on the 20th of November. A few more days before we get to that, and we'll be finding out who exactly makes it and has a chance of winning an award on the 20th of November. My name is Chumweka Chileshe.
And I am Chichi Daisy Loops. Always excited to be on the screen, particularly today. Chumweka, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I think the build-up has been amazing.
Yeah.
And the fact that we know that you are the ones who made their decisions. We left it in your hands. You told us who you want to win. Okay, obviously your personal choice, your personal decision. And then now we're here to announce the people that you decided might possibly win that day. I can't wait.
Exactly. Yes, it was really up to you as a viewer. We gave you the opportunity to do so. And tonight we'll be unveiling who exactly you did put up for nominations. By the way, Chichi, this is our first time hosting a show together, isn't it? I've just realized this.
And we've been working together for quite a bit. And
yeah.
This is the first time we're hosting the show together.
Yeah. So you know it's special. When you see such things, you definitely know it's definitely special. And definitely, like we've been saying, we are building up to that. It's the 20th of November. Last year we did it. Was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And this year it's bigger and better, Chichi. You know about this.
You know, when we are talking about these people influence us in so many ways, Chimweka, in the good and in the bad. You know, we look up to some of these personalities for so many things. So to think that we come here and we award these people, I think really it's a good gesture.
Yeah.
Even if some of them might be a little bit controversial here and there, but it's okay. I mean, their personalities.
Exactly. And that's the thing, because we made it open to you to do so. So different entries came through. Some were a bit ridiculous in a way, they're a bit funny, but some actually made sense. And that's the thing, it's the people's choice, and that's why we came up with this. And the good thing also about what we'll be doing, we'll be going category by category with what you have been doing in terms of nominations. So the nominations did close on the 20th of October, which is just a few days ago, and we came up with the list based off your entries, and this is what we'll be announcing tonight. But what's also interesting, Chichi, was the promo that we did.
Oh my gosh, that was an amazing day, by the way.
Yeah.
And to just be clear, I made it on time. I was the first one.
Really?
Yes, I was.
So you were the first person at the hotel?
Yes, I was. And I had a very beautiful salad. I enjoyed myself in the room. I was waiting for you guys who were late. But overall, yes, they were late. I'm not even going to lie about it on TV.
You know.
But anyway, away from, doing the bad manners of being late, generally the feel.
Yeah.
I feel like even us, the presenters, are so excited about this. Because obviously we are also in the entertainment industry, indirectly and directly. Because obviously we're on TV, me hosting the show The Rap Tonight.
Yeah.
I'm always talking about these personalities, the good and the bad. So to have this opportunity to come here, Chumweka, do the show with you and announce, I am absolutely ecstatic and I'm excited. You know what?
We're going to show the behind the scenes. So, I mean, look really glamorous out there, but there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. We'll be getting to the behind the scenes, but first let's have a look at the official promo in case you haven't seen it, building up to the POTYAs, and then we'll have a look at the behind the scenes later.
We show you why we're the home of Z-pop culture each and every year.
And, well, you see for yourself when we award the top Zambian personalities this year.
Timangala beautiful, Timangala happy. Chifuka Chama photographers consistently preserving the moment in a snap.
It's for the fashion, it's for the music, putting Zambia on the map.
It's for the world of social media, it's for the world of sport.
It's for presenters like him.
Thank you, but no, it's not. Instead, it's for the customer care agents and the influential people making Zambia a better place.
It's also for the marketing geniuses with the best social media campaigns.
We'll award the best entrepreneur you think is raising the bar.
And we'll do it on a Saturday night, the best time to also award a rising star.
It's all about your votes, as well as the glitz and the glam.
So on the 20th of November, it's all about the POTYAs 2021.
Yeah, so that's the official promo. By the way, brought to you by Coca-Cola. And one thing we also must make mention is that all the award winners walk away with some prize money that they receive through Spend Zambia. So that's what they need to do. That's what we did last year. So those who won awards last year had to open an account with Spend. And once they did so, they were able to receive the prize monies for being the winner. So this year, we'll be doing so as well. That's what's going to be happening. And obviously, Coca-Cola getting on board. But that promo in itself, you were the unique one there.
Because I spoke vernacular.
You spoke vernacular.
Okay, so this is what happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I spoke English, okay? Nalilanda wino. And guess what? Everyone's like, no, Chichi, that's not how he speaks. Mama, no, leave it.
Yeah, I remember that debate.
You made me look like the old one out, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's who I am.
Yeah.
That's me. Exactly, just like that. And you know, I'm so happy that everybody just decided to let me be who I am, because I love speaking vernacular. Because if you know my shows, one show, I just go all out. But I think the energy itself by us, the presenters, Malama Vida, yourself, Tapiwa, is amazing. You know, but I must complain that I had a tough time, being in that dress, because it was so hot, by the way. But it was absolutely beautiful. Kudos to Kasi, who dressed the ladies up, and of course Nkadayatu for dressing the gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly. And well, the makeup artist, really amazing. The Kandayatu did an amazing job.
Yeah.
We had to do the refittings and all that stuff. But you know what was interesting about you also putting your lines your own way? So that's what Chichi did. She put her lines her own way, but it changed the flow of the conversation, because you know things are rhyming there.
Yeah.
And then Chichi just came to and said her own things. And they're like, okay, Chichi, we know you're trying to be yourself. But,
you told me to be myself.
Yeah, you need to. These are English that rewrites. You rewrote everything. It became, the meaning changed. So he said, no, you know what, Chichi, we need to keep it in line. But it was amazing.
You know, one other interesting part about that day that I really loved is your hair.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think anybody was expecting you to go blonde?
Nobody was expecting me to go blonde.
Can you imagine?
Not even I was expecting myself to go blonde. So
who brought up that idea, though? Was it yourself, or? You
know, it wasn't my idea. The idea actually came through from the what are we calling him? He's our marketing and brands manager, Alfred. I think he was what was his?
I think that day he was just a runner, to be honest. He was everywhere.
No, but there's an official title he's using.
Yeah,
Alfred, we're sorry, we forgot the official title. But he was obviously coordinating everything on the actual day. And
the blonde.
He was a stylist, pretty much. He was a stylist for most people.
Yeah.
And then obviously working with the designers. So it was his idea that we go blonde.
But the blonde was unexpected, but it looked really nice. Were you feeling comfortable in it?
Black, but told me I should go black again.
But were you feeling comfortable in it? Were you feeling confident as a man? Or maybe you changed your persona?
But you know what also became interesting? The fact that, you know, some people brought up the conversation of, in short, it's like people judge you by your hair, and people treat you differently based off your hair. So I thought about it. I mean, I knew I would not keep it for long like that, but I thought about it saying, just because I dye my hair, exactly. Just because I dye my hair, does it mean I cannot be taken seriously, or I cannot do the things that I do?
But remember, we joked about it. Say, okay, so the next morning you have the breakfast show, then you're interviewing a minister in blonde. How is that going to play out?
But also, is that wrong? Is it really wrong?
To be honest, I think because of the mindset, it's wrong. But realistically, as a person, me as a human being, I don't see anything wrong with it. But because society deems it unfit for you to interview a minister in blonde
Because,
hair.
I mean, if you're asking the right questions to a minister, or you're doing everything that you need to do, does the hair really matter?
But unfortunately.
Anyway, that's about that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go for a short break. When we get back, we get straight into the nominees and going category by category, seeing what you put out there. Plus, we'll be getting to the behind the scenes of that glamour you saw there. There's a lot of mistakes, a lot of takes, a lot of jokes, and a lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes, and we'll be getting into that shortly.
Sopano, manzi ya mfumo ya Vatra, tila
Beko atin. No, Vatra, Vatra. Tipa enjotana Vatra, Vatra, Vatra. Pankosi Belani.
Ambishi afumu. Now yes amu pepi. Kamu bola tunwe. She pego batupa.
Vatra, made for all, made for life. Trade Kings, improving lives. Place a bet, search on the web, or get the app. OneXBet Bookmaker Company.
All right, welcome back to the official unveiling of the nominees for the Diamond TV Personality of the Year Awards happening on the 20th of November 2021. So we did talk about the promo that we did, and we're getting into the behind the scenes of that as well. But it's about time we find out who these people are. And first up is the social media personality category.
I know this one is absolutely tough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it depends with your preference.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what might influence me, what might be good to me, might not be good to you. So I feel like obviously around there we had, to be honest, I feel like a lot of people had mixed emotions about certain people who to nominate because of the way they are influenced by that person. Because you can find that someone is controversial, more on the controversial side, but they still have numbers, because it's social media. So I really can't wait to see how that's going to play out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to find out who the nominees are in this category.
The Diamond TV Personality of the Year Awards are on for the 20th of November 2021. Here are your nominees. In the category Social Media Personality of the Year, the nominees are Mutale Mwanza, Alice Roland Musukwa, Ben Lombe, Hyvie Hamdudu, Wukata, Pochela, Bubugaga, Masulani Zulu. In the category Most Influential Social Media Personality, the nominees are Alice Musukwa, Mutale Mwanza, Shtambala Mwewa, Chulufia Tayali, Ken Dumbo, Tony the Goon, Trevor Mumba. In the category Most Influential Personality, the nominees are Aaron Mjajati, Chibamba Kanyama, Pilato, Biflo, Rosias Siatwambo. In the category Photographer of the Year, the nominees are Fern Media House, Luxury Photography, Mukoko Photography, Tony Media, Longway Photography, Sheila Tukuta Photography.
right, so those are the first 4 categories and the nominees. So we had Best Social Media Personality, Influential Social Media Personality, Influential Personality, that's away from social media, and also Photographer of the Year.
I would like to comment on Motale Mwanza, Alice.
In Best Social Media Personality,
yes.
isn't it?
You know, we're living in an age of, you know, social media, really. We're being influenced on social media in so many ways. And I know that these ladies, particularly Alice and Mutale, are very instrumental. They are very vocal on social media, you know, and they're one of those people who don't really care, you know what I mean? Like, they'll air out their views, whether you agree with them or not, that's your business. So I can't wait to see, among us these 2 ladies especially, who's going to dominate the other.
You know what else is interesting? I mean, from the social media category, we also have Bukata, who is there. Now, Bukata is, for those who don't know, Bukata is a daughter of artist Yomaps, who is releasing an album this weekend with Mwizu Kanji. And, well, there's been a lot of controversy on their relationship and how it came out in public and how it also ended in public. But their daughter has also become a personality of her own. And people actually nominated her. So a lot of entries came through. If anything, in her category, she was the most nominated person. So you're wondering, you think to yourself, how did we get here? How do we have this baby there? But that's who people nominated. And the truth is, she's become a social media personality. The mother posts for her, if I'm not mistaken. It's not really her.
I know that. And I feel like, okay, Bukata is a baby, but I follow Bukata, by the way. I'm just going to be honest about it. And her posts are absolutely hilarious. Like, you would even imagine, like, you would think that she's actually the one typing and talking. It's ridiculous because the back of her mind, I know that it's not really her. But you find yourself following her because I feel like the people that are managing Wakata are very strategic. They move with what's going on. They try to make it look like it's a baby talking. They literally just make it look like it's Wakata. And I love that about it because to me that's absolutely creativity. And that's what social media is all about.
Yeah.
If you can influence a person in whichever way you can, do it because it's social media.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said, what will relate to you might not be relating to me.
Exactly. Speaking of influential people, that's also a category for that. Those who are influential on social media, you see these people who are able to work with different brands who go to them and they want to push a certain agenda. They want their message to go out. There are people that they go to, and you find you know, the likes of Aaron Mujajati, who not only pushes clientele brands but also pushes the agenda. For example, drinking water, he does that. So he won in this category last year. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to fare this year because now he's put in the same category as the likes of Trevor Mumba, who is quite popular on Twitter. You also have the likes of Tony the Goon, quite an influencer also on Twitter, among others in this category. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works and how these people are using their influence on social media. Another category to note is most influential. So influential is not just for social media in this case. There's the likes of Pilato nominated, likes of B-Flow, and I think people can also see from how vocal they were during the last couple of months from last year, building towards the elections and how they spoke out. It's going to be interesting to see how they fare in this category because you're seeing how people also have been managing to create certain change within their environments, within their communities, and these are people who people out there thought were deserving.
You know, I feel like if you're going to be an influential person, the most influential person, obviously, you need to have the right criteria. You need to be very strategic, and I think that's what these guys are doing on social media. Because by the end of the day, we are living, like I said in my preamble, we're living in an era where people now use social media to do business, to influence people in a certain way. And if you're able to go about it the right way, I think, to be honest, you might as well end up winning. Like, let me give an example, like what Chumweka said, Pilato and Biflo. I personally followed what they were doing, you know. my youth activists, pushing the agenda, trying to make sure that youths are, empowered, given equal opportunities. And you saw, because of that, a lot of people, even people that did not even know them, started following. A lot of youths became interested in politics, in current affairs, and what's going on. So if you're able to influence really in the right way and just be strategic, to be honest, the possibility of winning is really high.
Yeah, definitely. We also have the photographer. I don't know how should you say photographer, cameraman. Just put it that way. Photographer of the year. We saw the likes of Davis Tony being nominated Mukoko for photography. We had Friend G as well, among others. So it's going to be interesting, long way being a part of them. Is that people have worked really hard. They've taken really good photos of people and been able to capture moments, preserve those moments for people and put them out there in very, very good quality. And it's going to be an interesting battle also to see who's going to win.
I have worked with a few of those nominees really, and I have nothing but good things to say about them. Good customer service, always delivering the photos on time, so I know it's going to be really tough. I do know that Tony has been really consistent, but then the industry has grown so much. And we've seen the likes of Finn. I've never worked with Finn, but I've seen his photos. I follow him on social media. Mukoko as well I follow. And Tony as well. One can say maybe in this category, Tony might dominate. But to be honest, because of the way things have changed, people, obviously technology has evolved, and I feel like the technique around picture quality is somehow looking the same. I feel like now it's about customer service. That's what's going on right now. Because my cameraman, my data, kunama and whatnot, the
red photos really just give us a few minutes. It's been like 14 days. What are you talking about? So there's all those things that go on. But let's find out more of the nominees, the next set of them. And we're going to start off with the best male musician. So we know that the artists have also done an amazing job this year. You can leave them out. So we do have best male, best female. Let's start off with best male and see who has been nominated for this category.
In the category Most Fashionable Male Personality. In the category Most Fashionable Female Personality, the nominees are Bombshell, Mumpy, Cleo Ice Cream, Mutale Mwanza, Michi. In the category Most Fashionable Female Personality, the nominees are Bombshell, Mumpy, Cleo Ice Cream, Mutale Mwanza, Michi, Zambia's Sweetheart.
All right, apologies for that. So that's the fashionable female category and the nominees there, who are maybe expected by some people based off how they've been dressing and they've been looking over the years. Interesting category, isn't it?
Like I said, I do the rap tonight, and there I talk about these people, and obviously, you did my show.
Yeah.
So I'm always crushing on particularly these artists, either female or male, and I know that there's never been a month that will pass without me talking about Mumpy, Cleo Ice Queen, Michi. Okay, yes, for Michi, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting her to be in this category because I know that she dresses really well. I know she does. But to be very honest, sina chetekeli muchunga mutisha Yesu. Amaoneka beautiful michini muziwa personally. Kumona nili happy. Nili very happy. Not that I'm saying vote for her, no nili happy. But I just feel that it's good that a lot of people have just moved away from certain, usual individuals.
Yeah.
It's good that Michi is there now. Because to be honest, I was not expecting Michi to be there.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Michi is there.
So it's in a good way.
It's in a good way, you know what I mean?
I
Because
thought you're trying to do a bit of the shower first before you throw some shade around.
Nah, Papa, that's not my position to throw shade. It's not
Please
even...
take a short clip of this and
post it.
let's make it go viral. Let's show the beef that's going on.
I'm happy that Mutale is obviously a usual suspect, I think, because of the numbers. Cleo as well. Been a bombshell. I think it was obvious because obviously numbers as well. But again, I'll say I'm so happy because when you look at mixture of these females, and I can't wait to see how it's just gonna all turn out.
Very soon also get to see the males, and see how they've been dressing over the years and who has been nominated. But let's get back to the musicians. We see the best male musician category and who you have nominated.
In the category Best Male Musician, the nominees are Yo Maps, Shandana K, Nezlong, Maki 2, Slap D, Roberto.
Alright, so those are the nominees for Best Male Musician and the year that they've had.
Very tough. This one is absolutely tough. Because Yomaps has been very consistent from the time he did all these great collaborations with these big artists, with Slap D, Maki, and I feel like that was very strategic. That was a good plan. Very consistent individual. Maki 2, Slap D, what? Are you kidding me? It's going to be lit. It's going to be Chandana K.
You know what the good thing is about this category? It's in the awards anyway. These are all Zambian, so it's nothing for... No, that's business. We're going to support this other person. Everybody there is Zambian, so you have to vote for these people. And some of the Zambians there we're seeing also people who've represented Zambia on the continent doing well. For example, likes of Roberto. He's been doing quite well there. Your Maps, because obviously he's got an album that he's been building up to. He's had an amazing year for the last couple of years. Chanana K also, I mean, they went a bit quiet as the election period was happening. They chose not to do a campaign song, but still they still managed to stay as relevant as possible. Nezlong has had a good year.
I'm so happy to see Nezlong on this list.
He's there as well.
I share the same sentiments I said about Michi, where you will not expect someone to be there and then they are there. So which means people are seeing what people are doing. People are watching what these artists are doing, and it's good that you get to obviously nominate your favorite.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, those are the nominations that came through for Best Male Musician. Let's move on and see the Best Female Musician category.
Best Female Musician. The nominees are Zaven, Natasha Chansa, Bombshell, Towera Kaira, Cleo Ice Queen, Deborah.
Not Rising Star. Rising Star is the next one, but that's Best Female Musician category and the names that have come through based off your nominations.
Deborah and Zaven, I am again happy to see different faces. For me, it's always a good thing because now I know that Zambians are...
It should just be the same people.
You know what I mean? I like it that we're now seeing different faces, and I also like the fact that Towera is there as well. Zaven
and she won last year,
exactly, because at some point, these were considered to be newbies. Natasha as well. I'm so happy that she's part of this among these great women. You know what I mean?
She released an EP recently titled The Genesis, so it's going to be interesting to see how she'll perform there. Cleo Ice Queen and Bombshell, we know that they've been at it for some years, so even as people nominating, probably the names that come to mind. And that's the thing, because I was having a conversation with a few people the other day, and we're talking about how, especially on the female side, we need more of them in the industry. Because there's very few names that come to mind for some people out there. You talk about females doing this, so we need more of that, especially those who are actively involved. Because sometimes you think of females, you think of maybe those who are not actively doing music at the moment and maybe have ventured into other businesses, whatever ventures they're into now. But we need more of them actively involved. So that's why I think it's also good. We've seen the likes of Zaven. She's had a good come up.
Yeah.
Natasha Chance has been doing well over the years, releasing her first project, like we've said. And also Deborah. She had a controversial introduction to the industry that no one saw coming and just shook the industry.
The internet especially, it went wild. And when I heard that song, I was like, oh my gosh. But here we are. Yes, Zambians are watching. And Chumaka, just picking your thoughts really, I was also having a conversation about, I was listening to Brisky. Mm-hmm. You remember that rapper?
Yeah, Brisky, yeah, of course.
Exactly. And I was like, I was asking my friend, I'm like, who did this song? Then she was like, where is this girl?
Yeah,
where is she? You know what I mean? So we don't have consistency in terms of the females. You come and do 1, 2, 3 songs and you disappear. I don't know whether the support is not evenly distributed among the artists when it comes to male and female. I don't know really what's going on, but like what Chumeka is saying, please I don't know how we can do it, but we need more females in the industry.
Definitely, we need them. All right, let's get to our next category, which is the Rising Star Award category. Let's find out who the nominees are for this one.
In the category, the Rising Star Award, the nominees are Neo Slayer, Josie, Rachel Kundananji, Sinori XO. In the category, the Rising Star Award, the nominees are.
All right, so those are the nominees for Rising Star Awards. Interesting. Neo Slayer being one of them. Josie, who is now with the New Age Entertainment. Rachel Kundananji, I think she also stood out, obviously playing for the Zambian women's team. Sinori XO as well.
Well, for Sinori XO, actually just got to know him because of that thing that he did with Mutale Mwanza. Well, I don't know if the tattoo was real. Yeah. And I think for me, again, that was a very good strategy. Because I feel like if you're going to be in the industry, there's no such thing as bad publicity, unfortunately. So I feel like because of that, I got to know him. So I think he qualifies to be on the list.
But you know what? He actually had a very big song at some point. There's a song called Participate that he did.
Participate.
Exactly, with Chevron and Seven. That's actually his song. So I think that was in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, when that's 2018 or 2019 when that song was released and was making rounds. So I people expect him to start building on to that. I know he recently got signed and he announced being signed under Calendar Music Promotions. So we are hoping that they'll build him from that. It is going to build also from the hype and attention that he's gotten, especially after the whole tattoo incident.
Yeah.
And
Neo,
probably why people thought he deserves a nomination.
Yeah. For Neo, I've been following Neo for quite a bit, and I feel like he's been pushing for quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wasn't having the proper breakthrough song.
Yeah.
But I think because of his recent songs, Apakatiapa, and maybe just him being assigned to
Nexus Music.
Exactly. So I think that has also maybe amplified his presence in the music industry. So I can't wait to see how all this is going to unfold.
Yeah, I mean, Neo also, he's an artist, yes, like we said, signed under Nexus Music. He had been working quite closely with KB from K Army, because he's a singer, and usually KB works with a lot of singers. And what is interesting, I mean, he was trending at some point for being found walking. So he was found walking, and people took a photo and said, hey, celebrity is doing 1, 2, 1, 2.
And that's why now he's got a black one, a beautiful one.
Exactly. Yeah, so they just thought, you know what, let's get him a car. But he's working hard. I mean, he's been doing adverts as well. What FJ does, there's one
jingles.
that he's been doing the jingles.
Yeah.
There's one for a certain parastatal he did. That's actually really good, and it's been getting around. So when you see such things happening, affiliation to brands, it really shows that there's some progress going on and people are noticing, and they do want your services.
I can't wait to see how all this is going to unfold, really. Remember, the power is in your hands. We're only here to make sure we let you know who the nominees are. So make sure that
that's right. And remember, voting will also be opening in just a bit. Midnight, we do open the voting, and you need to vote for your favorite personality for them to win. Let's move on to the next category and find out who the nominees are. And this is the Gospel Personality of the Year. Let's have a look.
Gospel Personality of the Year. The nominees are Esther Chungu, Abel Chungu, Pompey, Ephraim, son of Africa, Yellow Dove.
All right.
Yellow Dove against them. Sentiments, I am happy that we have
Someone new there.
Yes, exactly. But the usual suspects, when Pompey, when Esther, like last year, they were both there in it.
They were, and they're competing again this year. But I think, you know what? I mean, Esther Chungu has had a great year.
Absolutely.
Absolutely amazing year. Abel Chungu, again, especially with the song he did with Chanana K, I think that also revived, attention towards him. Ephraim recently performed at the inauguration, and all the ministry's been doing for the last year or so, I think has also given him the attention. And Yellow Dove has also been quite consistent with the music he's been putting out. He's putting out songs every now and then.
Yellow Dove's video, innit? Are you advocating
Chimweka? Are you sure that was me you saw?
It was you. I know your walk. You've been dealing on my jacket like I was like, that's Chimweka. That's my boy.
You know what? It's funny because today I was with I met my younger siblings and my nieces and my daughter as well. And then it came running to me because I went over and they came running to me and said, "Daddy, we saw you in a music video." And I forgot about, like, what music video are you talking about? Until one of the other ones said, a wedding day. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yes, that happened. Okay, that's interesting. Like, okay, so when they're knowing about this, but okay. So yeah, he's been nominated as well in the category. So it's gonna be interesting to see who people will vote for, and hopefully people will vote for the most deserving. I think that's another important thing.
Yeah, for Pompey, I think he's been very strategic with his videos.
Yes, because now what he's doing now with Mag 44 is releasing videos from their Wana album, which they released in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been releasing, there's been songs like Luyando that they released off that particular album. So they keep doing that. So they keep releasing these videos.
So it's about relevance, to be honest. I know that it's gospel and, we're going to associate it with the Holy Spirit, with Jesus, praise the Lord. But I think there's also the part of staying relevant in the industry. Esther Chungu has always been very vocal. I feel like when she's just started, she wasn't as vocal as she is now on social media. She does these random things when she's driving, she's singing, which I think is also a strategy. For Ephraim as well.
Let's not forget that she also went for the Global Citizen Festival.
Say no more. That's the deal right there.
Same stage with Coldplay.
For Ephraim, I also love his relevance on social media. He does this. Maybe he's just singing in the car, driving somewhere, and also these concerts that he's doing. So I feel like all these people that have been nominated for this category are well deserving. Yeah,
and it's good it's coming from you. I mean, what do you call yourself? WOG?
Of course.
Woman of God?
Woman of God.
Woman of God.
Not woman of, woman of God.
Woman of God.
Yes.
Because when you say gold, they can think it's gold,
mineral
and everything. So at least woman of God is what she is. But not God does not get it.
God Jehovah, woman.
Making sure. So that's the gospel category, and we move on to the next one and see who the nominees are based off the entries that you put in.
Model of the Year. The nominees are Leah Piri, Precious Ngoma, Chamwaza Piri, Sisi Kongwa, Jacob Mwape.
All right, so those are the nominees. Model of the Year. And interesting names.
Let me just be honest. I don't really follow models.
Really?
I'm just going to be, seriously honest. But I do know some of these on social media.
Let me tell you. So let's start with this one here. Precious Ngoma. So Precious Ngoma, people actually knew her. She's the lady from the Soccer July who wore the wings.
I know you even spoke about her on the rap. I didn't know that's how she looks like without the wings though.
So but that's the thing. She actually represented Zambia recently in Asia. So she's a model. She's been doing this for a while. I know she is pageant director also for Miss Unza. And interesting thing is she's actually the daughter to very renowned political analyst in Dr. Alex Ngoma. So this is actually the daughter. So she also coordinates Miss Unza, among others, and she does branding with different clients. So she does that. I think she's more of a commercial model as well. Though I know she's taking part in a few pageants. There's Leah Piri, who is also nominated. Leah Piri was recently Miss Tourism, so she's been doing great work in terms of interacting with the tourism department, traveling different parts of the country,
I've
seeing
seen
what's
before.
going on.
I've seen her before, but I don't really follow what she does.
Yeah.
I do, however, know Petita.
Jimmy.
It's quite weird that Petita is short, but he's extremely confident.
Yeah.
And he's just like a model. Like, I'm not gonna let any tall person outdo me. I'm just gonna do me as well. I'm just gonna be a model.
And that's another thing. You have these models who are able to be as confident as possible.
Yeah.
And for the guys as well, even from this category, you can say there's less guys because I think it's still growing onto some guys. Maybe some people feel some type of way about it and getting into it seriously or full time. But you're seeing some of these guys who are starting there. You don't see so many pageants for guys as well. But they're trying, and it's interesting that they're trying. There's also Chamwaza Piri, by the way. Chamwaza Piri just recently got mentioned at the Lusaka July. She walked there, and we had a designer from South Africa who even announced saying, this young lady has walked so well, I am going to go with her for Paris Fashion Week. So she will be going with him for Paris Fashion Week. So that's awesome. Really amazing, representing Zambia. We definitely need that. So it's going to be an interesting one. There's Cici Kongwa, who is not in the country. She's also doing her works outside the country, but Zambian. So it's going to be interesting to see how models will perform.
It's very interesting to see how the modeling industry has just grown. I know that a long time ago they used to affiliate it to a lot of wrong things, to be honest, with commission on TV. But now we see these ladies and gentlemen getting endorsements, being ambassadors.
Yeah.
They're now making money. And although we still have a lot to do, we still have a lot to work on, but we've seen the progress is there. And I can't wait to see how this one is going to unfold as well.
Let's move on to the next category, DJ of the Year. Let's see the nominees.
Category DJ of the Year. The nominees are VGZ, DJ Cranky, Miss Selfie, DJ Switcher, Sebastian Dutch, DJ Rays.
Interesting stuff. DJ of the Year.
Rays and Miss Selfie. I'm so happy they are women. Because a long time ago, when you hear DJ, you know that you will not find a woman there.
Yeah.
Because I'm a woman, I'm not saying but for them, I'm not influencing in any way, but it's absolutely amazing that there are women there. Yeah. I mean, who would ever thought that we live in a generation where women are making money off being a DJ?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's interesting also because we talk about the previous category of models where you have less men there, and I think we definitely have less females who are DJs in the country, but it's the improvement of the years. You're seeing more coming up. There's another DJ, Milky Way. I guess she was just not nominated enough to make it here, but seeing them come through, it's really good to see that, and just seeing more of them coming through. And these are people who are quite hardworking. They've had very good years, even despite the onset of COVID-19. COVID-19 came, they still managed to be as innovative as possible and still get work done, still go for these private events as the DJ, for some of these festivals that we've had, these big events. They've been able to perform there, just putting the word out, showing what they're made of. I think it's really good. There's an event I was emceeing over the weekend. DJ Reese was there, and you're still able to see the talent that these people have. VGZ has also been quite hardworking. I think one of the first DJs people saw doing very great work on the same level as artists, even how is perceived and respected, is DJ Hussein. And DJ Hussein now has, I think, he created that particular you open those doors for some of the younger artists we have today. I mean, we cannot forget the likes of Gesh Groove, who've been doing this for a while. We talk about the living legends. We talk about the younger ones, and now seeing the DJ Hussein's, or if you can say fresher ones.
Yeah.
DJ Hussein's, VGs is coming through, and now we're seeing some of the ladies there. DJ Cranky also had a good year. I think he's been doing quite well. So we're seeing more of these names coming up.
On a lighter note, Chimeka, because I know some people usually confuse radio host and DJ. Weren't you just nominated for, because you were Phoenix, just wondering.
If what again? I think I didn't hear that one.
I tried to whisper, but I didn't work. But anyway, let me just say the way I say.
But you know what?
Because radio host and DJ, some people make a mistake.
That's the thing.
So I'm thinking maybe some people probably nominated you for best DJ because you are a radio host.
You know what?
Say DJ Shimweka.
Actually, it's interesting because I think there's a page online today that posted name your favorite DJ or radio personality. And I got some tags and I was sharing with one of my workmates. Like, you know, there's a difference. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing to be a DJ and to be a radio host, a radio presenter. You should have been nominated as well because you
weren't we nominated, Chimweka, which was strange.
And that's another thing we must make mention because there's some categories where people are nominating Diamond TV personalities, like people who actually work here. The sad thing is we don't qualify. Yeah. So
I had to go live on my page. I'm like, you can't nominate me, but still. I think my words just went on deaf ears.
Yeah, but thank you for thinking we're quite fashionable.
Means a lot.
Thank you for thinking that. But speaking of fashionable, let's get to most fashionable personality of the year for the men.
In the category Most Fashionable Male Personality, the nominees are POTYAs, Eddie Galungu, King Elest, Shanda Bryan, Tivo Shkapwasha.
Yeah.
It's a spicing up for me, Chimweka. It's like you're making gravy, you put in to tomato,
yeah.
Boom, wabeka paprika, Shanda Bryan. Boom, wabeka to chicken spice, Bobby East. This category is lit. I love the variety. It's who would ever think that someone will vote for or rather nominate Ediga Chagarungu.
But you know what?
It's very interesting if you ask me.
And that's the thing. I think people who nominated him knew what they were doing and know why they did that. Because the truth is, it's quite a fashionable man.
He is.
It's quite a fashionable man.
He is. I agree with you 100%. And also another person I agree is King Elest. I follow him. Look, I follow all these nominees for this particular category, and I just feel that they are all different in their own way. Shanda Bryan, I follow him on TikTok and wherever he is. I also feel that he's also got his own, identity in terms of style, the way he dresses, and knowing that he's also a business guy. He sells this thing, so maybe he can be manipulative about the way he looks. Yeah. King Ellis as well, he's always doing this like Vakuma Pathfinders. Yeah. I remember there was one time he got into a scandal where people were saying, no, you can't be wearing these things, but then he still does it. Bobby East as well, he's one of those people where if there's a Lusaka July, if there's something going on, he puts in his.
I think one thing about Bobby East is I think he knows his skin. Yes. So he knows what works with his skin. And I think has been something to learn from that. I mean, President Galunga, like we said, he also has his style. Let's hope he's going to continue despite him not being president. We hope that he's going to carry on. If he's got stylists, we hope he'll carry on with all his stylists and move on with it. But yeah, he's been doing quite well. Like King Ellis, like you said, sometimes you go crazy. Go crazy about it. Tivo Shkapwasha, he's been looking good for years. He's usually dressed very smartly. Even at very casual events, you'd think, okay, this is a light moment, everybody's wearing shorts. Yeah. He'll come through in his suit and in his, so he's quite a fashionable man. So
I've got a few things to say about Bashikapashamkwai because of the recent photos, but I won't say it.
I think I know where this is going. Let's move on.
I'm not going to say anything.
Because she's making me laugh. Because she's making me laugh. What we're going to do is look at the category of best social media comedian. Maybe she'll be there, but hey, she didn't qualify. So let's have a look at the nominees.
In the category, the Best Social Media Comedian, the nominees are Colin Zulu, Bwana Njombe, The African Joker, 10-10-1, Shumumbi, IDC Light, Quantamo, Mjombe Starface, and Shezo.
Yeah, so that's Social Media Comedian of the Year category.
Very interesting category. I follow all these gentlemen, by the way, and they make me laugh, depending with the joke. So I can't wait to see how people are going to choose, really. Because it's not everything that makes me laugh, but there are just times, especially those type of jokes where it's seasonal, where there's something going on, they pick from it, they become spontaneous and they do it. Really, I don't know. But Shimumbi, very consistent. IDC Light as well. It does the famous voice for obviously Eddie
The former
Gachagua.
President who's been nominated.
Yes, Quantum does his thing as a doctor. I don't know whether it's just a health personnel. I don't know. Also, he's a counselor now. So, really, this is a very interesting category if you ask me.
We're going to see who's going to win. Who's making you laugh the most? We'll find out on the 20th of November. Tell you what, we do have some more categories. We have Entrepreneur of the Year. We have Annual Event of the Year. We have Best Customer Care Service. We also have Best Social Media Campaign category, where your nominations did come through, and we have the final list. So what you can do is head over to our website, which is www.diamondtvzambia.com, and you'll be able to cast your vote as well in the respective category. So voting opens at midnight, and you commence with your voting. So that's what's going to happen. Midnight, we are counting down to that. You can start voting. We have up to a few days before the awards day, which is on the 20th of November. Or awards night. It's going to be at night. So it's going to be at night. That's what's going to be happening. And we'll find out who the winners are. The winners don't walk away empty-handed. They receive some prize money, award money, for being nominated and winning the award in itself. And they do this through the Spend Zambia application. So what they'll have to do is download that. And in fact, if you're nominated and you're watching right now, you need to get it, because you might just win and you need to receive that. Plus, all this is brought to you by Coca-Cola, who are proud sponsors of the Diamond TV Personality of the Year Award. So there's different categories. Head over to our website to see more of what's going on over there. But before we go, Chichi, the promo that we did in the behind the scenes.
I don't even want to see what was going on, because I know there was a lot that was going on.
Yeah.
I also want to watch like everybody else, to be honest. But also just a quick reminder to everybody watching, just in case you miss out on any information, any detail, head over to our Diamond TV Facebook page. It's important. You're probably going to
very important.
Yes, very.
Very, very important.
Head over to our Facebook page just so you can find all information as to regarding to rather the POTYAs. You can find it there, or better still, continue watching Diamond TV. You're going to see all these promos, everything really related to the POTYAs. Information is going to be on there, and you can have an opportunity to vote for your favorite. Because if your favorite doesn't win, it's going to be entirely your fault. So make sure you stick to our social media handles, and also just all the Top Star, DSTV, Benago TV, everyone. Make sure you stay on there to make sure your favorite wins.
All right, since we have to go, thank you so much for watching our show this evening. Really appreciate it. Remember, midnight, voting commences, and you vote through our website, www.diamondtvzambia. On behalf of Chichi and myself, Chumeka, good night. And in fact, let's have a look at the promo video behind the scenes. Please don't laugh at us.
POTYAs21. I thought I got the hashtag wrong.
Like him.
Action. Oh, okay. Action.
It's for presenters like him.
Thank you, but actually, no, it's not.
Action.
It's for presenters like him. Oh, no, it's supposed to go this way, right? It's for presenters like him.
We are a million shades of green. Green